Hey, Mr. Simon here. So we're now on part D of the Happy Garden project, and we are going to check to see if the cow has watered a wilted flower. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to the check flower collision function. Maybe that's not so well titled, but the collision in this case just means that the cow and the flower are touching, right? And so when the cow touches the wilted flower and waters it, then it's going to come back to life. We're going to revive the flower. So we're going to start here with being careful about indentation as always, and labeling our global variables. So in the check flower collision function, we're going to be accessing the cow, the flower list, the wilted list, and as always, the game over variable. Drag that over a little bit. There we go. Okay. So now we want to indent that to show that it belongs to the function. So we have one level of indentation. Now we're going to create a variable here. And the reason we're creating this variable is because of our two lists. So we have the flower list, which has the list of all the flowers, but then we have the wilted list, which has the same number of elements, and in the corresponding position for the flower in the flower list, the wilted list stores its status. Is it happy or is it wilted? If it's wilted, we're going to put a time in that position to keep track of how long it's been wilted. So we're going to go through the list one flower at a time. So for flower in flower list, colon, now we're going to have a second level of indentation. And we're going to write an if statement. If flower dot collide rect cow. Okay, what does that mean? So that means a rectangle that would cover the flower and a rectangle that would cover the cow have touched. And we're going to call that a collision. And we also want to know, not only is the cow touching the flower, but is that flower wilted? So again, we're going to go to the flower image variable, and we're going to check with a double equals to see if it's the flower hyphen wilt picture, right? Remember our images over here. We have two for the flower, one where it's bent over, that's flower hyphen wilt, and one where it's upright, that's just flower. So if it's flower hyphen wilt, then it's a wilted flower, and we can water it. Okay, so if the cow is touching the flower and the flower is wilted, we want a colon. So now we have what are we on? A third level of indentation, right? One for the for, one for the function, one for the if statement. So you really want to watch the indentation here. We're going to make the flower image go back to the happy upright flower. That's a single equals, right? Because we're not checking anymore to see what image it is. We want to assign or make that image the upright flower. And then we need to go to the wilted list, right? And we need to go to that same position. This is where our index variable comes into play, right? So we're going to go to that same index, and we're going to make that flower happy, right? It's not wilted anymore. And then over here, next line, we're going to break, and this just means we're done, right? As soon as the flower and the cow touch, then we don't have to look at the other flowers because the cow can only touch one flower at a time. And so we're going to break, and we'll say our job is done. But right now, this is tricky here. We want to go back one level of indentation. We're not in the if statement, but we are in the for loop, and we want to make index bigger by 1. Index equals index plus 1. So we have to kind of keep track of where we are in the flower list, right? Counting which position we're in, so that when we find a flower that we're going to revive, we can go back to that wilted list and mark it as happy, so it's not wilted anymore. Now this function, like everything else, is not going to run until we call it. So we want to go to our update function down here at the bottom, and we want to go to the bottom of the if statement where we're pressing the space, right? So that's where the cow waters, right? So that right here, this is where we want to check to see if the cow is watering a wilted flower. So we're going to call that function check flower collision here inside that if statement. And this should get us going. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to drag the window back over here, and then I'm going to resize it so we're back to our original size here. And let's run it. I'll keep an eye out for any errors down here in the console. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's our wilted flower. Let's see if we can bring it back to life. So, didn't like it. Okay, flower hyphen image is not defined on line 66, right? Well, yep, that's right. Okay, I made a mistake. So let's make this a little bit bigger. What was the line number there? 66, right here. So flower, it's not flower underscore image, it is flower dot image, right? So the dot means that image it belongs to the flower. And it's another way of showing belonging in Python is the dot. So let's try running it again, fingers crossed. Keep a lookout down here for any error messages. Okay, there's our wilted flower. Let's go water it. Woo! Came back to life, okay? So, wilted again, watered it. Got that one. Cool. Okay, so we're up and running here. So our next step is going to be to keep track of how long they're wilted, because if a flower stays wilted for 10 seconds, then it's the end of the game. But that's coming up in part E. So that's it for part D. Thanks for watching. See you next time.